Actor and musician Will Smith has been sued by a former tour violinist who alleges sexual harassment, wrongful termination, and retaliation linked to Smith's based on a true story, 2025 tour. The lawsuit, filed Tuesday and reviewed by Variety, was brought by Brian King Joseph, a professional violinist and former America's Got Talent contestant. Joseph names Smith and Treyball Studios management as defendants, accusing Smith of predatory behavior and alleging that he was deliberately groomed and manipulated for potential sexual exploitation during the tour. According to the complaint, Joseph's professional relationship with Smith began in November 2024, when he was hired to perform at a San Diego concert. Following the show, Joseph says he was invited to join Smith's 2025 tour and to collaborate on an upcoming album. As their working relationship progressed, Joseph alleges that Smith made increasingly personal and inappropriate remarks, including statements such as, "You and I have such a special connection that I don't have with anyone else." The lawsuit centers on an incident alleged to have occurred in March 2025 during the tour's first leg, at a Las Vegas performance. Hotel rooms had been arranged for band and crew members. Joseph claims that his bag, containing his hotel room key, went missing for several hours and was later returned by management. The complaint alleges that members of management were the only individuals with access to his room during that time. Joseph further claims that Smith entered his hotel room without consent and attempted to pressure him into engaging in sexual acts. According to the filing, Joseph immediately reported the incident to hotel security, informed Smith's representatives, and contacted a non-emergency police line to document what had occurred. Despite reporting the alleged incident, Joseph claims he faced retaliation. The lawsuit alleges that days later, a member of Smith's management team confronted him, accused him of fabricating the incident, and informed him that he was being terminated from the tour. Joseph contends that he was shamed for coming forward and dismissed under the implication that his allegations were false. As a result of the termination, Joseph claims he suffered significant emotional distress, including post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, as well as economic losses stemming from lost income and professional opportunities. He is seeking damages for sexual harassment, retaliation, and wrongful termination, with the amount to be determined by a jury. At the time of filing, a representative for Will Smith did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. However, Smith's legal team has since publicly denied the allegations, describing them as false and stating that Smith intends to vigorously defend himself. The case remains a civil lawsuit, and the allegations have not been tested in court. No findings of liability have been made. As with all civil claims, the lawsuit reflects the plaintiff's version of events, which Smith disputes. Meanwhile, several days earlier, on December 25, Joseph shared a video on Instagram that appeared to reference his experience on the tour and the events that would later form the basis of his lawsuit. Without naming Smith directly, Joseph described his excitement at being hired for what he called a major tour with a prominent figure in the entertainment industry. "Earlier this year I was hired to be a performer on a major tour with somebody who was huge in the industry," Joseph said in the video. "So I was excited, proud of myself for getting the opportunity. Unfortunately, some things happened." Joseph went on to explain that while he could not disclose details at the time due to pending legal action, he felt compelled to speak out about workplace safety and accountability. "I can't get too into the details of exactly what that was because it's already a legal issue right now," he said. "But the reason why I'm speaking out about this is because getting fired, or getting blamed or shamed or threatened, simply for reporting sexual misconduct or safety threats at work, is not okay." In the lawsuit, Joseph, who rose to national prominence after competing on America's Got Talent Season 13 in 2018, details what he describes as a traumatic series of events that allegedly unfolded in March 2025 while the tour was in Las Vegas. According to the complaint, Joseph discovered that someone had entered his hotel room without his consent and without any signs of forced entry. The filing claims that Joseph found what he describes as evidence of a sexual threat of violence, including a handwritten note that read, "Brian, I'll be back, just us," accompanied by a drawn heart and signed Stone F. Additional items allegedly discovered in the room included wipes, a beer bottle, a red backpack, an earring, hospital discharge paperwork belonging to an unknown individual, and a bottle of HIV medication labeled with another person's name. Joseph alleges that after discovering the items, he reported the incident to hotel staff, contacted a local non-emergency police line, and notified Smith's management team. Despite doing so, the complaint claims that Joseph was later confronted by a member of the tour's management team, shamed for reporting the incident, and informed that his services were being terminated. The lawsuit further alleges that another violinist was subsequently hired to replace him on the tour. As a result of the termination, Joseph claims he suffered severe emotional distress, reputational harm, and financial losses. The complaint states that he has been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and other mental health conditions stemming from the alleged events and their aftermath. In his Instagram video, Joseph said his decision to speak publicly was also motivated by a desire to encourage others who may be afraid to come forward. "I know that there's a lot of other people out there who have been afraid to speak out, and I understand," he said. "And if that's you, I see you." Smith has denied the allegations. In a statement shared with People on January 1, Alan B. Grodsky, an attorney for Smith, said, "Mr. Joseph's allegations concerning my client are false, baseless, and reckless. They are categorically denied, and we will use all legal means available to address these claims and to ensure that the truth is brought to light." The case remains a civil matter. The allegations have not been tested in court, and no findings of liability have been made.